Milind is a very good-looking man. He's suave, he's dapper, he's what I wanted to be. However, genetics being a point of discussion here, unfortunately, I couldn't make it. But speaking of DNA and genetics, so he comes from a political family. I remember my first real association with him outside school, because let's say I'm a couple of years older, was we did a show on, I think, NDTV only, where he was being attacked by somebody and about your father's in politics, so you're in politics, like it's so easy for you, something. And I stood up bravely and for my fellow Kuchilites, South Mumbaikar, Bombay Jinkar, and all that. And I said, how dare you say that? How is he responsible for his birth or his karma, where he comes from? That's not his fault. You get what you get in life and you play with that. Okay, that sounds vulgar, but that's also true. I think we forged a little friendship after that. And every year, he's been my member of parliament, I think, for 10 years now. He's looked after me personally at least 3 or 4 times a year. He takes care of my problem. He comes to the gym bar and buys me 2 vodkas. Sometimes with ice, sometimes without. But hey, I don't want to push it. There are lots of other things which are interesting about Milind, which is I've done a lot of these internet shows with him. I've done many TV shows. I've done events with him. I find him erudite, sophisticated. I just like a politician in India showing another face. There are a few of them who can do it. Milind is one of them. We see too many of these guys who are, without sounding class conscious or anti-rural or something, very hardcore, very earthy, very crusty, very rustic, and as you see from some of the great comments made in the last 24 hours about women and rape, etc., vulgar. So he's the other side. It's nice to see a polished Indian politician. And I really wish he'd go further. MP is good, but maybe one day cabinet rank and who knows even further than that. It's just one feels proud to see him doing well. And we've done things where he gets attacked on technology, for example, information technology being one of his portfolios. And people are trying to attack him on certain things, servers and this and that. And he knew he had his homework packed, he knew what he was talking about, he got to the point quickly, he was always charming, he was never aggressive. And I think he's just very good at doing all this. I honestly think he was born to be a politician. That's not necessarily a compliment, but he does it well. So Milind, you get my pat on the back, except that because you're tall and you raise my arm and my age, shoulder pain, the deltoid tears not healed. We won't talk about that because that's very apolitical, that situation. We've had lots of fun. Milind, the last time we did that Google Hangout, I didn't ask for money, although I have 2 kids and they both eat a lot. I didn't ask for anything from you. And although love is lovely and hugs are great and all that, conveyance is not such a difficult issue. The whole Congress machinery is behind you. Could you not provide me with 400 rupees plus the link? That's 87.50. That's all I'm asking. 487 rupees 50 paisa. If you can find the time to send it, we're at broacha@gmail.com and we'll be more than happy to accept a check. Service tax, VAT, of course, because we do everything legally here in the hand country. Am I right, sir? If you want to vote for Milind, you have to remember that I think he does his work quietly. He doesn't go around beating the chest and showing off. That's not his style. People make the mistake of thinking he's an MLA, so some Charlie will call up and say, "Dekho, pani nahi hai nal mein, abhi main kya karu?" He's not a plumber. He could be, but he's not. That work is more local, so we have to understand the political structure. But we in Mumbai have no civic consciousness, no political consciousness. We're about to get one, maybe in 5 years. So his role really is to represent us in Delhi, which people don't understand, which he does well. He argues about certain points, he's done his own thing. And I think, honestly, I personally feel he's a pan-Indian politician and we should let him rise, not just South Mumbai, of course, that's important for him now, but let him rise to the centre and where he will finally be able to do a lot of good work. He's very happy in IT. I thought he was very happy in IT. He's born for IT, he can do a really good job there. And if I was the Prime Minister, I would give him IT. I give him a few more days off. He was very tired from that.